We're ticking off another city in Poland, and that is Lublin. But we had to start at Maidanek monument with the concentration camp behind. We're only going to start here. It's a little bit, you know, downbeat, so we are going to lift the mood. But right next to the road, this amazing monument with the concentration camp behind is certainly somewhere to come and visit and check out on your stop to Lublin. Next stop is the botanical gardens of the University of Marie Curie Skłodowska. Now, we all know Marie Curie. We may have come slightly late in the season because it is the first day of autumn. It is raining and not so nice, but there are plants here from all around the world. Right here, there's loads of plants that have been created by people from all around the world. You've got Australia, America, Poland, all around the world. I did say to Charlie, who is not feeling great due to pregnancy, so she's not on camera today, I said, well, they all look the same. She's like, you're an idiot. As soon as they flower, they should look different. So there's a lot of green, a lot of brown. However, there is still some colour. Hang on, I'm just going to go over here. See, we do have some colour. This is Lilac Wonder, Colchicum, Zomowit Ogrodowe. There you go, some colour. There are lots of interesting plants. Now, interestingly, just like the UK, you do have to pay to get in here, but it is not a lot. It is, I think, 14 złotych, which is about, is that a couple of quid? Just over about £1, £2.50. So it's not a lot to get in here. When you go to the UK, it's a lot more expensive. Australia, it's free. But it's very relaxing, even despite the weather. It's very, very relaxing. Oh, some more colour. We're going to find some more colour. What about this? Over 150 varieties of dahlias. All different colours, even at this time of the year. You've got some lovely, pastel-y yellow with some bright red. Very, very nice. Some very bright yellow. Oh, hang on, check these ones out. I'm coming around. This is an interesting vlog today. What about these? I think they're losing their life, but very, very nice. Now, this is just showing you what you can find in Lublin. Oh, check out the colour of these. Oh my God. Yeah, we're having a little whistle-stop tour of Lublin. So this is the sort of things you can come and see and look at. It is not all just built up concrete and whatnot. There's plenty of places to find nature. Well, we've arrived just outside the old town and we have come up the steps to Lublin Castle. Now, this was a 13th century building purely for medieval military purposes. However, most of it actually now is Russian built from the 19th century when it was under siege. Now, it does look a little bit interesting. Now, it does look a little bit like an architect who was a little bit drunk on mead was scribbling with his pencil because, like, it just looks a bit funny on top and a bit weird. And at the top of the steps, we also have the symbol of Lublin, the Lublin goat. Now, story has it, a chef was cooking a meal, a feast, and the goat was ready to be cooked. However, the chef got distracted. The goat went into the kitchen, gobbled up all the food, but instead of being slaughtered for his crimes, his cheeky charm won the hearts of the city and is now a symbol of fun, mischief and luck for the city of Lublin. Between 1831 and 1954, this castle was a prison, originally started by the Russian Tsars, and it was to hold the political prisoners from the Polish uprising. Then the Nazis came, thousands would have died here. This was one of their main prisons in the area. Then the Soviets, they kept it as a prison. Thousands and thousands would have passed through these gates here that you see. It was not a nice place to be. The hill that this castle was on has a longer history though than since the Russians, because it was discovered wooden fortifications from pagan Slavic settlers here. So it clearly has ghosts from further back in time since the Middle Ages.
Through this ancient land, children's laughter, a fleeting sound, fades to echoes where ghosts abound.
So as we enter the Lublin Old Town, this is St. Michael's Church. Now, this is not around anymore because in the 1840s, it fell into disrepair and they dismantled it, but the foundations still remain here today as a bit of a reminder, as a bit of a focal point for the town, city that it is in.
Lublin lights flicker, glow, hold the secrets I'll never know, past and present, hand in hand, a silent song through this ancient land.
In Lublin Old Town, and the rain has come down, so we are taking a lunch break. Pizza. Yes, it's once again, it's not Polish, but pizza it is. Marcin here, who you would have seen if you watched our video at Legia Warszawa last year, has taken us all the way here, so is showing us around a little bit. So we're going to tuck into this, and as soon as we finish, we're going back out into the Old Town. And into Lublin's Rynek we are. And this, unlike places such as Wrocław and Krakow, is a little less into perfection. It's more rustic, and all the charm is in these cobblestones.
But hope lingers like an ember bright in the quiet glow. But hope lingers like an ember bright in the quiet glow.
You usually enter the Old Town via the Brama Krakowska or the Krakow Gate, this 14th century tower. But it does feel like a bit of a portal into the past, because that side, the old medieval town, but you step on the outside of the gate and it is more modern, more vibrant, and a little bit more lively with more modern aspects to Lublin. A quick stop at one of the oldest bakeries, if not the oldest bakeries in town, Humleski. This is Kozji Rog. Now, it is pastry with nuts, dark chocolate. Let's give it a try. Oh, there's cream inside, like a vanilla cream. Oh wow. Completely different textures from the soft, flaky pastry, a little bit like a croissant, bready croissant, a very smooth cream inside, and then the nuts, which add all the crunch and texture, as well as the dark chocolate. That is a ridiculous amount of flavour in one little treat for 8 zloty. So, pretty good. One thing Lublin does have is one of these newfangled portals, and this one is to Vilnius in Lithuania. I've been to Kaunas, just not Vilnius, so let's see. I'm going to wave and see if anyone will. Come on, man, come on. Wave, wave. Oh, now we're somewhere else. Here we go. I don't know what he's doing. Come on. I've got a thumbs up. There we go. That will have to do. We did get a thumbs up from him. And we finish off in the city centre with water fountains. Polish cities love them. These ones clearly are orchestrated as well. I would assume that there are lights in the middle, but they come obviously on at night. Honestly, I wish this is something that we're doing in the UK more. Every town and city should have like an amazing water fountain. It's so nice. It's lovely to see. All right, next stop, we're gonna go check out the stadium. I do like football stadiums and stadiums of all types. I love the architecture and everything, so that is gonna be our last stop. The next stop, we have come to Motor Lublin Arena, the 15,500 seater stadium built in 2014. It's a lovely looking stadium, to be fair. It's in the colours, the blue colours. Now, interestingly, a few fun facts for you. The first game here wasn't a Motor game. It was actually Poland under-20s versus Italy under-20s. Another fun fact, because obviously Ukraine has had the war going on, Dynamo Kiev have played here. It's seen host to games such as Crystal Palace and Rangers playing here as well. So it has had some good standard games on this pitch. So as you see, it is the proud home of Motor Lublin. Now, Motor Lublin have been around since 1950, 75 years old this year. Used to be for the workers of the motor company. That's not around, the factory's gone now, but the club still lives on. It's certainly been up and down for this club. They've spent a lot of time down in the doldrums, struggling, but they worked their way back up and are trying to find success. But a brilliant place. Look, it's a modern enough stadium. It's really, really cool from the outside. You can get light shows and everything that goes on. You'll get music events here. So it is a used space and definitely worth the upgrade from the previous stadium. Wow, they are so generous. So the marketing guy that let us into the stadium has given me some nice gifts. So here's a puzzle, and that's what the stadium looks like. How that does look good with all the lights around the outside and on the roof. So we've got that and some other gifts, a bag full of gifts from them. That's really, really kind of them. Right, we got one more stop, so let's get going. So we're ending our trip in Lublin at two spots which are completely different. So the first one is the train station. This is pretty old school, but I don't want to focus on that because we're going across here to the very, very modern bus station. Just a bus station. It looks like something out of space or the future. It was built last year in 2024. It's got its tree-like columns, which actually act as a rain filter for the plants below. But this is sensational architecture in itself. And if you want something a little bit different with this bus station, it has an observation deck. I'm not sure what we're meant to be observing, but it's got hammocks, chairs, even a little climbing frame. Like, what other bus station thinks of that? That is modern thinking, isn't it? But it's very, very nice. Well, while I wait to leave Lublin and I'm being swung around in the hammock, thank you so much for watching. I hope this may inspire you to take I don't know why my marching's still moving me. I hope this video has inspired you to take a little trip to Lublin. But thank you so much for joining me. Like, subscribe. All the socials are down there, and get ready for my next trip. Do widzenia. Oh, Christ. Oh, God, that's difficult.